Hey y'all, welcome to Sunflower Tasha DIYs. I'm Tasha. I like to do arts, crafts, DIYs, recreation, thrift, and trash flips on my channel. I have recently added Bible journaling, so that will be coming out next month. So for project number 1, I have this old house that I had from Chalk Couture. I sanded it down from my old projects, and I actually thought this was wood, and it is not. It's just like that same stuff that the Dollar Tree has, it looks like. So I have a napkin. I have my little mini iron. I have 2 paint stir sticks. I'm also going to cut those paint stir sticks in a few on my little cutting saw thing there. But the first thing I'm going to do is use my glue stick, and instead of using Mod Podge, I actually like using the glue stick. It's just much easier, I feel like, for me. You could do whichever one you'd like. Okay, so after you do that, then I'm going to put the napkin down on my project here and smooth it out. And I like using the glue stick because you can like pull it up and move it if you need to. So there's that. And then I'm just using this little cheap little mini, this is definitely a little kid's iron. It's pretty cute. I'm going to use it until I can get me a little Cricut one in my stash. But next, I'm just going to go ahead and sand around the edges, and I'm not going to make you watch all that. So next I have these, they're stamps, and they say all different kinds of God saying, like godly sayings on them. So I'm going to be using that on one of my projects today. This little cute little stamp, I believe I got it from Tiamu, but I'm not exactly sure if I did or not. I think I did. And then I'm using my permanent ink, and I'm just using some white cardstock paper. I'll just press that down on the cardstock paper. Came out pretty good, so that's great. And then I will cut it out. It says, trust in God's plan, even if the answers you have to wait, basically. I'll just trim around that. I didn't get it perfect, but that's okay because my project's doesn't have to be perfect. But if you wanted it perfect, I'm pretty sure you could use a paper cutter. Then I'm just going to glue it down with my glue stick here. I'm kind of sleepy, you guys, right now while I'm doing this. Had a long day at work today and came home and made these 4 DIYs today, and now I'm kind of sleepy. So this is part of the napkin challenge with my friend Sarah from Sunflowers and DIYing. She gets together once a month and does this challenge for us, so I appreciate you having me. So project number 2, I'm going to do the other side of this house. But I want to let you guys know that this is a playlist collaboration with Sarah, so there will be lots of other crafters down in my description box who are also doing little napkin things. And this is where I was showing you how you can pull it back up and whatnot. And then I'm just going to do the same method as I did the first time. Okay, but this time I'm going to do something a little different here. I am still going to use a stamp. This is the sunflower stamp here, and I believe that one also came from Tiamu or Amazon, I can't remember. Now, I had to stamp this one down a few times. I think I'm running out of ink, but I also didn't have a very good block, like a big enough thing to hold my block. But I did notice that it did not want to take hardly in certain spots, which is fine. So I'll show you what you can do when that happens. It's not that big of the deal. The first one didn't really come out too great, but that's all right. Just stamp it down, and I missed another spot there, but that's fine. I'm going to grab one of my fine liner permanent ink pens, and I'm just going to go ahead and outline this entire sunflower with this pen. That way all the ink color matches. Next, I'm going to take my Tombow markers and I'm just scribbling them off to the side on my mat. And then I'm going to take my watercolor brush and I'm going to basically watercolor this sunflower in. And like I said, I'm not using watercolor paper or nothing like this. Is just regular cardstock. So I didn't use a whole lot of water at all. And then I did grab a little bit of a brown. And now I'm going to do 2 different types of greens for the leaves. Like this. I'm going to do the leaves in the lighter green, the stem in the darker. And then I blend the darker in with the leaves, if that makes sense. And that's pretty much it for this one. I did go ahead and decide to add a tiny bit of orange around the sunflower there. Pretty nice. And then I'm just going to basically like fussy cut this out, or however you want to say that. I'm not exactly sure how you'd say that, but just fussy cut it out. And then I'm going to glue both of these down to my house. And that napkin that I got, I believe that came from, ooh, where did that napkin come from? Walmart, maybe? I think it came from Walmart. And my first one came from Tiamu. I forgot to tell you guys that. And then I'm just doing a little bit of watercoloring around the edges. And then I'm going to go ahead and just watercolor the whole thing in. And then I'm going to add a little bit more here and there just to make it look more watercolored. And that's pretty much it for the coloring part. Go ahead and get everything cleaned up. Then I'm going to just trim these pieces down here. I don't know why I grabbed 2 and just didn't use 1. I don't know what I was thinking, but I guess it was easier for me to measure using 2. You guys, I keep wanting to yawn and I'm like not yawning and I'm talking. I feel like I'm talking funky. And then I just use my Waverly wax here to just stain these up. And then I'm going to wipe them down after I'm done doing the little fakey stain here. And I am using these. I had gotten it all over my fingers. I had to try to get it off. But these are basically going to be like little roof for the roof here. And I had to cut one just a tad bit longer than the other so it would fit properly. Like this. Now, I tried to use wood glue and hot glue at first, and that did not work. So now I'm just adding my 3-in-1 tack here. I ended up wiping off the wood glue and just using the whole 3-in-1, which I'm not going to show you that. There's no point. But it just did not want to stick with the 2 different types of glues together. So I did just go ahead and wipe everything off, start it over, and just use the 3-in-1 tack on this house. And this is pretty much it for this house, you guys. I just want to say thank you so much for watching my video right now. I appreciate it. So project number 3, I have this box frame that I also have from Chalk Couture. And I wanted to show you these cute little napkins that I ordered from this lady from Canada. I believe she's in Canada. And her name is Nicole at ninniesnapkins.com if you guys would like to check out some of her napkins. So this napkin came from her. And now I'm just going to outline this little Chalk Couture frame. I'm no longer with Chalk Couture, you guys, but I still have a lot of their stuff. So if you're new to my channel, I just want you to know that I do not have a way to get you any of these or anything like that. I do have some friends that are still designers, so if you are interested, I could pass you their way. So now that I'm done with that, I'm going to cut out a second one because I am making this a double-sided. And I'm just going to try to fit this in there the best that I can. It doesn't have to be completely perfect because I want to make sure I can interchange this sign out. So I'm just going to use a piece of cardstock paper. I'm just using white. And then I'm going to put my napkin on top of that cardstock paper like this. And then I'm also going to do the method where you go ahead and, use the parchment paper and I'm having a brain fart. The iron, the little mini iron. Oh, goodness. I am really tired. Okay, so now that I am done with that, I decided that I wanted to bring a little bit of that buffalo gingham plaid into this project. So I'm just making a little bow with the last little piece of the gingham that I have left on my spool. And cutting it and trimming it and getting it down to a cute size. Now I couldn't figure out where I wanted to put it, but I ended up putting it on the little pail. So project number 4, and you guys will see more of it at the final reveal. This one I'm actually doing the same exact thing too. I'm going to use the glue and glue it down on the cardstock. I didn't want to have to make you wait for that. And then I just had this old saying. So I want to thank you guys for watching my short video today. I appreciate every single one of my subscribers, and I finally hit my 1K plus now, so I'm super happy. So thank you so much for all your support, and thank you, Sarah, for having me on the playlist today. So now I'm going to go ahead and jump right in to the final reveal. Look at how adorable this is. I love making double-sided projects. It says, trust in God's perfect plan even when his answer is wait. Amazing. I just love God so much, and I appreciate y'all for watching this, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And this one is so cute as well. I absolutely love sunflowers, and I'm so glad this is the end of fall. But it says, be like a sunflower, so even on the darkest days, you will stand tall and find the light. I just absolutely love that. So beautiful, and I hope you guys like that project. And that is where I put that cute little bow on the little garden can. I just love this. I thought this was a really beautiful napkin. And I'm so glad that I found that lady. I don't even know how I found her, but I found her, and I'm glad I did. I think I was watching a video, and she was using napkins, and she had them linked down in her description box. Yeah, so I think that's how I got it. But rise, shine, and keep your head up high. Just love this. So beautiful and such an easy project to make. So I want to say thank you guys for watching Sunflower Tasha DIYs. You can follow me on Instagram on my personal account, or you can follow me on my YouTube project like crafting for Instagram at Sunflower Tasha DIYs Gallery is also my other one. So I just want to say thank you so much, and don't forget to watch the playlist. Bye.